All it took was 63 points to be put up on him, but finally, the LA Chargers fired Brandon Staley. And today, we are gonna bring in the greatest coach of all time to replace him, Mikey McDingle, and we are gonna rebuild a team that I think is actually very good on paper, if, you know, they had an actual NFL level head coach. And I'm not 100% about this, we will have to see, but this could be one of the best teams in the game to rebuild. So I'm really excited to see what we can do with this team by the end of it. And I'll explain why I think this is such a good team in a second. But if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to drop a like. We easily hit the like goal on the last video, I'm pretty sure, of 1,200. So you know what? Let me up it a little bit. Let's see if we can get to 1,500 likes on this video. And if we can hit that, I'll come up with something special. I don't have a plan yet, but I'll come up with something really fun that I think y'all will enjoy. So take the 2 seconds. It really helps out the channel, even though it sounds stupid, and I would very much appreciate it. And once again, massive thank you for 25,000 subscribers. If you want to be an OG of the channel while you still can be one before we, you know, inevitably hit 10 million subscribers, definitely, be sure to subscribe, because all I post are rebuilds. Y'all seem to enjoy them. I enjoy making them. So if you like rebuilds, you're definitely in the right place. And last thing, no shout out, but if you have any fun rebuild ideas, let me know down below, because on top of the realistic rebuilds, I like to do chaotic ones. So if you ever want to see like a weird type of rebuild, like an entire team of kickers, which I probably wouldn't do that because I would be 0-17 getting smoked every game. But if you have any fun rebuild ideas, just let me know down below, because if I pick your comment, I'll give you a shout out if you care about that. But without further ado, let's get into this rebuild, and let me tell you what I think about this team, at least for Madden. But like I said, this is a very underrated roster in real life. The O-line is pretty good when healthy. Even Trey Pipkins has slowly turned into a good player, or, well, a decent player. But with the injury of Corey Linsley, it's been kind of tough for the whole interior. And the linebacking core isn't great, but we have Dan Henley here, who I'm surprised doesn't have a dev trait. I really liked that pick. And obviously this D-line definitely isn't great in real life. But those are some really fixable positions for Madden, especially the D-line. And why I think this team is so good is because A, we have a young QB with superstar dev in Justin Herbert. Plays well in this game, we should be able to develop him. We have a running back that plays well in this game in Austin Eckler. Definitely a down year in real life, but he performs well in Madden. On paper, we have a really good receiving core, including two younger guys in Joshua Palmer and Quentin Johnston, which he hasn't been very good in real life. And this O-line, at least Rashawn Slater, Zion Johnson, and Jamari Sawyer, is very young. Now, Corey Linsley, not so much. We have the legend Will Clapp behind him, though. Maybe there's something to work with there, probably not, but you never know. And then the defense, arguably the main thing I like about this team is the pass rush. Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, and if Khalil Mack retires, we have Tuli Tuipulotu, who I've seen do pretty well in this game before. And we have Asante Samuel Jr., who's only 23 here with Star Dev, so he can turn into our #1 corner. We'll have to pay him eventually, but at least we already have one on the roster. So this team literally checks all of the boxes. There are things that need fixing, like I said, but it is all very fixable. Now, can I perform will do well in the good old Madden simulation? No, I never can. Even if we have a 99 overall team, I can't promise that. But I think this could be one of the highest overall teams I have ever rebuilt. So enough yapping, enough talking. Let's get into this rebuild. There's nothing I'm going to do to this team to start it out. We're just going to get to the midseason point, and we will see what our record is. And hey, no promises, but as early as next season, we could already be looking really good. We'll see. Ooh, okay. At the midseason point, we are 1-5 for some reason. I mean, I don't see what the problem is, to be honest. We have the greatest coach ever. We have a good roster. Why are we 1-5? What's going on here? Okay, something interesting is we have 0 turnovers on offense. We haven't fumbled. We haven't thrown a pick. And we also have 0 turnovers forced on defense. We haven't, like, recovered a fumble or got an interception. Is that right, or is it being dumb? Yeah, no, 0 picks. Austin Eckler fumbled, but I would guess we recovered that. What an interesting mid-season. The O-line isn't doing great. And yeah, 0 interceptions. We forced 3 fumbles, but at looks like we didn't recover any of them, so that's great. Kind of feels like we're just unlucky, but also we haven't made any turnovers, so I don't know. This might just be a good old classic find out what happens in the second half of the year, and Madden Simulation's being dumb right now. The question is, should we trade anyone away? We could. I don't know who we would really trade. I couldn't really see anyone that I would want to trade that teams would have interest in. We could trade like Gerald Everett or something, but I don't know. We're not going to make any trades yet, but we do have some players to re-sign. This could dictate if we want to trade anyone away. Okay, we are going to trade Gerald Everett away. We need to pay him. I don't know what he would be worth in real life. Probably only like a 5th round pick, but I'll be scummy. Let's take a 4th. All right, we're trading him to the Commanders for a 4th round pick. Sounds good. Kenneth Murray, we'll try to re-sign because he is younger and he's not very expensive. But something I didn't mention is we have negative 27 mil in cap space. So we'll be able to free that up at the end of the year, but you know, that isn't great right now. I guess we'll trade away Michael Davis too. He's already 28. He's been awful in real life this year. Was pretty good last year, but is not living up to that this year. We'll trade him away for just a 5th round pick from the Cardinals. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna have to figure out the rest of these deals at the end of the year. But speaking of that, let's thug it out. Let's get to the end of the year and we will see if the team can somehow get better. I sure hope so. But at the end of year 1, we finish 6-11. You know, not great. I mean, we did much better in the second half of the year, at least. You know, 1-5 to 5-6. I mean, 5-6 still isn't anything special, but it's better. It gives me a sign of life, of hope for this team. But Justin Herbert, he was all right. 3,900 yards, 24 touchdowns, 5 picks. I mean, that's 5 more than he had at the midseason, but still a good year. Austin Eckler, 1,100 yards, only 3.7 per carry, though. 7 touchdowns. He wasn't as good as I thought he would be, to be fair. And Quentin Johnston was our leading receiver with 960 yards, 8 touchdowns. I liked Quentin Johnston at TCU a lot. He was like my favorite receiver in the class. Just, you know, you can't use him as a pure deep threat all the time. He's best when you just send him on like short routes, scheme him open, get the ball in his hands, and let him work after the catch. That's how you should use him. The Chargers go full send, throw him deep passes, and just have him drop them. I don't know what they expected. I don't know what they saw on film, but all right. But he was really good. We'll see if he wins Rookie of the Year. It's probably going to be CJ Stroud, I would guess, but we'll see. Keenan Allen and Mike Williams also had 900-yard seasons. Donald Parham, 600 yards. That's pretty good. He only started like half the year. And then the blocking, of course, our highest overall lineman was our worst in Rashawn Slater. Thanks, EA. Eric Kendricks led the team with 130 tackles. Tackles for loss, 12 for Morgan Fox, 10 for Sebastian Joseph Day, and sacks, 9 for Joey Bosa, and 3 for Khalil Mack. I've seen him get like 20-something in this game before. All right, well, we'll need to figure that out. In interceptions, we actually got like a lot in the second half of the year. 3 for Derwin James, and then 1 for, 5 players? So it's like 8 interceptions. If we had that all year, we would have had like 16. I guess not exactly, because our midseason was only through 6 games, but you know what I mean. But yearly awards, MVP goes to Dak Prescott, because of course it does. I mean, it's realistic now, so I'm okay with it. Justin Herbert at number 8. I forgot Rashee Rice is insane in this game, so he's going to be Rookie of the Year probably. But he wins Offensive Player of the Year, so yeah, he's definitely going to be Rookie of the Year. Justin Herbert at number 8. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Von Miller. All right. I feel like when I lowered him a lot, he started doing better. I don't understand this game. And yeah, Offensive Rookie of the Year unfortunately goes to Rashee Rice. Quentin Johnston at number 2. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Will Anderson. Dan Henley at number 5. I didn't even see what he did. 50 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and a pick. A forced fumble and a fumble recovery. We'll take it. That's a pretty good rookie year. So the unfortunate part about this season that makes me a little nervous is all of the players that usually do well for this team in Madden did not do well. Other than Justin Herbert, it seems like. Eckler wasn't great. Rashawn Slater was bad. Khalil Mack was awful. And Asante Samuel Jr. had 1 pick and only 3 pass deflections. So we will have to hope that this team can do better next year. So let's get there. Let's get into the offseason and we'll see what we can do. But in the Super Bowl, I feel like we saw this one twice in the 10-year rebuild, which, if you haven't seen that rebuild yet, go and watch it after this. It was the 25K special. It'll probably be on the end screen of this video, so watch it after, especially if you want something to sleep to or something. But yeah, the Bills beat the Cowboys 20-17, and the Cowboys were 16-1, almost undefeated, but unfortunately 2 losses for them now. And now for the re-signing period, this is where things get a little tough. We still have negative 10 mil, so let me see if we can restructure any deals, or if we are cooked. Okay, no, we definitely can. Okay, well, I was able to free up a little bit of money. We had to cut Sebastian Joseph Day, and you know what? I might make one more cut, just to make sure we can get these players back. We're gonna cut Kendricks. He's a little bit washed, unfortunately, in real life, just a little bit. Saves us almost 7 mil, so almost a no-brainer. And we have other linebacker options, assuming we get Kenneth Murray back, but even if we don't, there should be someone in free agency or in the draft. It's not hard to draft linebackers most of the time. But Austin Eckler, we will offer him 3 years, 24 mil, and he resigns. We'll pick up the 5th year for Rashawn Slater. And Alohi Gilman, I want him back, but he's not interested. 5 years, 53 is a little expensive. I mean, he's been playing well this year, but he's already 26 here with only normal dev. I don't know. We'll see if there are other safeties available. Oh, we gotta bring the legend Will Clapp back. He doesn't really want to come back, but 4 years, 10 mil, he resigns. Is that a waste of money? Possibly, but it's worth it, and we'll bring back Dicker the kicker. Just kidding, he doesn't want to resign. All right, Tag, we'll resign him. But let's get into free agency with a little bit of money to work with, and we'll see what we can do. But in free agency, we are going to go for a couple players here. We're going to try to bring Alohi Gilman back if he wants to. We do have a lead for him over the Colts, so this would be cheaper than it would have been to re-sign him, so we'll take that. And then Patrick Queen, I don't think we'll get him. He'll probably go to the Texans because he's not really interested in joining us, but, you know, we might as well try. So let's see if we can sign these 2 players. They both sign, and we get Gilman, but not Queen, like I expect. Is there another option, though? Jordan Brooks went to the Cardinals. I was thinking about him. We could go for Chris Barnes, but, like, I might rather just draft one, honestly. There's Jack Gibbons, meh. All right, yeah, we'll just hope there's a decent linebacker in, like, the 3rd round or something. But speaking of that, let's get to the draft. Okay, well, the good part about being, you know, terrible is, well, A, it's realistic. The Chargers aren't doing great this year. But B, we get the number 6 overall pick. God, I hate when it doesn't show the background. Hold on. Oh, okay. It just closed me out of the draft. That's cool. Okay, no, there. Jesus Christ. I thought it wasn't even going to show it. All right, number 6 pick. What do we want to do? Malik Gatewood is kind of insane looking. I wish I focus scouted him. I don't know why I didn't. His pursuit doesn't look that good, but he has A awareness, A play rec, A finesse moves, maybe even good power moves. Oh, wait, he's a power rusher. Oh, okay, we might have to go with this guy. He ran a 4.78 at 300 pounds. Great strength, elite agility. I'll look at other players, but I'm pretty sure we're going with Malik Gatewood. Dre Westbrook looks good, but we don't need another receiver, obviously. He does look really good, though. How is a 4.34 and a 4.28 only great speed? I love this game. Okay, yeah, there isn't anyone that looks too insane other than that receiver, and I think, oh no, Amari Wiley's kind of slow. He does look good, though, but yeah, no. I have no idea if Malik Gatewood is going to have a dev trait. I sure hope he does. He has A to C injury, shows good discipline. What are his other traits? I see power, has a swift arm over move in his arsenal. Let's go. Loves to utilize spin as a counter move. So this dude's a really good pass rusher. Doesn't look like a great run defender, but oh well. Let's go with Malik Gatewood out of Stanford. Hidden dev, 90 strength, 78 speed, 80 excel, 80 agility for a 300-pound guy. We'll take it. I think we'll move him to defensive end because he isn't a good run defender. I guess we'll see. And yeah, he's definitely a little small to play straight up nose. So yeah, we'll move him to defensive end. And you know what? We still kind of need D-line. We have 3 holes on the D-line. Trust me, I know a lot about 3 holes. I spend a lot of time with your mother. I'm really mature, but Dan Vernon, he's a straight up first round talent. We could just take him. Does Rodney Richards look good? He looks good. Vernon looks better though. He's a better pass rusher, better combine. Ooh, Deion Anderson. He's kind of a weird build. Ooh, he's fast though. Interesting. Well, I don't think we're gonna get him, but he's a very interesting player. I love that word, as y'all know. What else do we need? We need corner. I didn't see any that look worth taking. We need a linebacker, but there's a guy I like like in... Maybe he isn't great. DeMarcus Page. Ooh, he's really weak. His ratings are all pretty good, though. We'll see. But I definitely want another D lineman, so let's go with Dan Vernon out of Boise State. I don't think he'll have a dev trait because of the injury, but let's see. Okay, no. But he's a first-round talent. This is good value. So we're double dipping on the D-line, but it's for good reason. Our D-line is an average of like a 66, but not anymore. Ah, and there goes one of the other guys I was thinking about taking at linebacker. I think, yeah. All right, let's see. Is there a really athletic one? Patrick Herbert's, or Hebert, or whatever. He's pretty athletic, and his ratings are pretty good. He kind of just looks like a better version of DeMarcus Page. I mean, I think, yeah, no, straight up, he looks like a better version of Page. I wish we knew his, tackling ratings. Those are pretty important, but I still think he looks good. I don't think he's great, though, but we need a linebacker. We're pretty desperate. It says he lacks discipline, and he doesn't have very good injury, so he very well could have normal dev, but let's take him. Okay, never mind. He has hidden 88 speed, 90 excel. That's better than I thought it would be. We'll take that. He could be really good, actually. But I might make one more pick. I kind of want to go for a lineman, and I will see y'all for the draft recap. But here's how we did in the draft. Malik Gatewood is pretty good. I thought he would be more like a 78, but he's a 76. He was a 76 at defensive tackle. Didn't go up, unfortunately, but he's a very good pass rusher. 80 power moves, 77 finesse as a rookie. Just not a very good run defender, which is why I thought he would go up, but oh well, he still looks good. I hope he has a good dev trait. That's the only thing. Now that I say that, he's gonna have normal, but we'll see. And then Dan Vernon is a 74. He's a mid-round talent at a 74. I set the draft class strength to strong. It definitely doesn't look super strong, though. Also, the guy who went a pick before us looks better. Casey Barnett. I wish we could have got him, but I guess the guy we got is still really good. What's his dev trait? Okay, well, it's superstar. At least it's not X Factor, but that was literally one pick before us, so that's cool. But yeah, either way, I think the guy we got is good. Patrick Hebert, or whatever, 71 overall, normal, or not normal dev, hidden dev. That's about what I thought he would be before I saw, like, his speed in Excel. When I saw his speed in Excel, I was like, okay, maybe he'll be a 74, but no. I still think he'll be decent. And then I took, how many picks did I take? The last pick I took was Gregory Hillman. Jose Woody, this corner, does have hidden dev. He is very good man and 61 zone. Interesting. I think he'll start, though. We don't have very good corners. But let's get into year 2 and we will see how the team is looking. But here we are heading into year 2, and honestly, the offense doesn't look too much different. Just, no more Gerald Everett, and then that's about it. I mean, the rest of our offense developed, obviously, but we didn't really add anyone on offense. I thought we would have a little more money than we did. We were only able to bring back Alohi Gilman, but the defense is very different. An entirely new D-line, a new corner, 2 new linebackers, I guess new starters, or 1 new starter and 1 new player. But yeah, we should develop a lot throughout the year. We have a lot of young players, especially on defense. Almost half of our defense is rookies, so that's fun. But hopefully we can do better than we did last year. So let's get to the midseason point and we will see what happens. But at the midseason point, we are 4-3, doing much better this year, thankfully. We have the number 3 defense in points per game and the number 7 scoring offense. If we go to like the rankings or whatever, our defense is just mid and our offense is top 10. We'll take that. But hey, we're doing pretty good. And I want to check, do we have any good dev traits or is it all just star? I would bet, I don't even want to say anything because I feel like it'll make it not happen. Let's just see. God damn it, dude. All right. Gatewood only has star dev. That sucks. That's really surprising. I mean, I thought there was a chance he would have star dev. If he was a guy that went, like end of the first and we just happened to get him, then I would have expected star. But he was projected to go top 5 and looked that good. Just to have star. I don't know. Whatever. Hebert only has star, and then Woody actually has superstar. Of all players, Jose Woody. Sure, he's also 6'5". I didn't even notice that. That's interesting. At least we have 1 superstar. I wish Gatewood had superstar instead, but I guess 1's better than none, I guess. But we have some re-signings to worry about. Maybe that's why we're doing well. These players are all in contract years. But Mike Williams, I definitely want back. We will offer him 4 years, 58 mil, and he re-signs. And now we're already tight on money again. We should be able to, restructure some deals again at the end of the year, but I didn't realize how bad the cap situation was gonna be. How's Khalil Mack doing, though? I mean, he's a monster most of the time in this game, but I'm sure when I use him... Okay, no, he's doing very well this this year. 7.5 sacks already. He's just not interested, but at the end of the year, we'll try to re-sign him. Asante Samuel Jr., 7 years, 88 mil. I wish he was interested, but he does take it. And now we'll have to worry about the rest of these at the end of the year. Keenan Allen should regress a little bit, so he should be a little cheaper, I hope. Same with Mac. Palmer's kind of a backup. So again, that's all we can do here, but we should be able to free up more money at the end of the year. But speaking of the end of the year, let's get to the playoffs, and damn, every single interior O-line position is a weakness for this class. That's fun. But let's get to the playoffs, and let's see what kind of record this team can have. But at the end of year number 2, we finished 10-7, and we make the playoffs. I kind of thought we were going to regress a little bit and miss the playoffs because our defense wasn't great, technically. I mean, the points per game were good, but the ratings weren't great. I guess I can't really go off of these, though. I don't even know what it makes the rankings based off of. It seems kind of stupid, but I didn't think we would make the playoffs this quick. I thought the Chargers playbooks were kind of terrible in this game, and as y'all know, that's like the only thing that matters in simulation. But let's check out our season stats. Justin Herbert with 3,900 yards, 27 touchdowns, 9 picks, almost a nice completion percentage, but he was very good. Austin Eckler with 1,400 yards, 4.1 per carry, and 16 touchdowns. I mean, the 4.1 yards per carry isn't amazing, just he got a lot of touches to get those 1,400 yards, but I mean, 1,400 yards is 1,400 yards. We'll take it. Keenan Allen with 1,100 yards and 12 touchdowns led the team. 800 for Mike Williams, almost 800 for Donald Parham, and almost 800 for Quentin Johnston, so pretty well-rounded there. The blocking, again, Rashawn Slater sucked. Are there any traits you can give lineman, because he shouldn't be as bad as he is? I guess disciplined penalty, I don't think that'll do anything. High motor, he already has it. Run after catch, sure, why not? I don't know what to do. Sure, we'll do that. Maybe it'll make him play as well as he should. Most of the O-line wasn't great. As a whole, it wasn't terrible, but each player wasn't great. Jamari Sawyer was pretty good, though. And then on defense, oh, I see some interesting stuff. Okay, Dan Henley, 107 tackles led the team, 100 for Patrick Hebert as a rookie. Tackles for loss, 15 for Gatewood and Dan Vernon as a rookie. And sacks, 20.5 for Khalil Mack, 14.5 for Malik Gatewood as a rookie, and 11.5 for Joey Bosa. Good lord. Also 6 for Dan Vernon. I thought this pass rush would be disappointing. I didn't think it would be dominant like it is. I thought it would be like, 9 sacks for Mack, 6 for Gatewood, and like 6 for Bosa or something stupid like that. No, it was insane. Even Vernon, 6 sacks is pretty good. Sometimes that's the most I'll get from a single player in a season. That's crazy. And then interceptions, 3 for Henley. He was really good. Could be up there for defensive player of the year. Also 12 pass deflections. I don't know if it counts those, but I think they're important. And then 2 interceptions for Hebert and James, and then 1 for Joey Bosa and Jose Woody. I always forget Derwin James's name. I don't know why. He's like maybe the best player whose name I just never remember. I have no idea why. But let's check yearly awards. MVP goes to Lamar. Is Justin Herbert up here? No. We have Jameis Winston on the Vikings, Kirk Cousins back on the Commanders. That's happened a few times in Madden now. It's interesting. But offensive player of the year goes to Lamar Jackson. Surprisingly, no Austin Eckler. Unfortunate. Defensive player of the year goes to Khalil Mack. We'll take that. Malik Gatewood at number 5. Joey Bosa at number 9. We'll take that. I wish Gatewood somehow won that. I mean, I didn't expect him to, but it would have been crazy. He'll at least be defensive rookie of the year. And then Daquan McGee for the Bengals wins offensive rookie of the year. No Chargers. And defensive rookie of the year obviously goes to Malik Gatewood. Dan Vernon at 3. Patrick Hebert at 4. Jose Woody at 9. Very good defensive draft class. So now, I guess Malik Gatewood not having superstar dev doesn't really matter. Also, I'm getting confused with their names. I almost called him Woody because they both have wood in their name. Like I put my wood in your mother. I don't know. I need to stop. But definitely a good season. And now time to lose in the playoffs. We are coming off of a big win against the Panthers, so maybe we're really heating up. I don't know. But we have a hot opponent scenario here. Shout out Bobby Shmurda. We will go be confident. Y'all know me. Plus 10, all of that stuff. Like every single rating. And we have a first of many scenario for the playoffs here. This is far from Mikey McDingle's first playoff experience, though. He's a seasoned veteran at this point, but we will go play it cool. Of course, y'all know me. And let's see if we can somehow not get smacked by the Bills. I won't be too disappointed because they have a better roster, it looks like, unless we went up from the upgrades. No, they have a better overall team, so I won't be too disappointed. But let's see what happens. Okay, and we do get a win by 1 point, 29-28. I'm glad we didn't smoke them because that wouldn't have been fair necessarily, but we do get a win against the Bills. We will take that. And we have a recap for the hot opponent. I'm surprised we won that game though. The Bills are usually really good in this game, at least to start out the rebuilds. They kind of disappear towards the end. I wonder if that team becomes like really expensive. Probably. But we get plus 10 like everything for the next game, 2,500 XP for each player. That's pretty huge. And we have a recap for the first of many. Give us those sweet, juicy staff points, please and thank you. And let's see what kind of upgrades we got. It won't show them here yet, but if we go to the roster, or I meant to go to the lineup, but ooh, we got an upgrade for Justin Herbert. We'll take that. Now up to a 95 with morale. Okay, now it'll let us spend the upgrades. Anyone else important? Cameron Dicker, the greatest kicker to ever live. Jose Woody, Jamari Sawyer, some pretty good ones in here. Well, not as many as I expected, but at least we got one for Herbert. Jose Woody now up to a 79 with morale. Still terrible zone coverage, but just don't run zone. That's not a great strategy, but we're going to be taking on the Bengals. So I guess this is the battle of the 2020 QB class. Wait, Herbert and Burrow were in the same class, right? Yeah, that was the one with them, and then Tua and Mac Jones was in that one, I think, right? Or no, he was in the Trey Lance one. I don't know. I get those 2 years mixed up for some reason. There was one more QB in that class, right? Oh yeah, Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love and Ben DiNucci, the GOAT. That was a really good QB class, though. I didn't think it was at the time. Honestly, I thought it was kind of like Burrow, and I liked Jordan Love. I didn't love Herbert. I didn't love Tua. I didn't love Hurts, honestly, but all of them have been really good. But anyways, let's simulate this game against the Bengals, and let's see if we can get a win. And we do. We smack them 34-15. All right. I mean, I'll take it. I don't think that's fair, but I'll take it. I won't complain being on that side of it for a change. We have a couple upgrades. One for Dan Vernon. That's pretty huge. He hasn't really developed much throughout the year, but he's looking pretty good. And now we're going to be taking on the Baltimore Ravens in the conference championship. I mean, this is definitely a possible one for next season, assuming the Chargers get a decent head coach. Like I said, I really like the Chargers roster. They have some studs. It's just the coaching isn't exactly the best. Plus, they don't have great injury luck. I don't know. That can change with coaching. It just depends. But let's simulate this game, and we will see if we can take down the Ravens. Out of any game we deserve to win, it's definitely this one, but this will be the one we lose. Yeah, I called it. All right. Home game, and we're a better overall. Whatever. It's going to be a Ravens-Cowboys Super Bowl. But we have 3 upgrades for Malik Gatewood. Now we'll be up to an 83 overall, which is crazy, just after his rookie year. Now with Superstar Dev, I was hoping there was a chance he could go up to like X Factor. I didn't think he would, but he was maybe good enough to. He was insane. But we'll take Superstar. Better than Star. Will he develop any more? I don't know. It's hard to say, but he's looking good. But let's see who wins Super Bowl 59 here. Is it going to be the Cowboys again? Probably. No, it's the Ravens. 35-32 over the Cowboys. So at least we lose to the eventual Super Bowl champions. At least they didn't just beat us to get smoked or something. But of course, our season is over. So let's get into the off-season. I guess the whole season's over. But now we still obviously have some players to re-sign, and we have no money. All right, let's see if we can restructure anyone. I sure hope so. Okay, well, we were able to free up a little money. It was actually a pretty good amount. It was like 25 mil, so I think we're chilling. We'll start with Khalil Mack because, you know, he was the defensive player of the year, and we will go 2 years, 35 mil. He takes it. So now, this is maybe, you know, cheating a little bit. This feels a little scummy, but let's restructure him immediately. If we can. Can we? Yeah, we can. So it'll free up 4 mil. I mean, this isn't necessarily scummy. We'll just say we backloaded his deal a little bit, and now let's re-sign Keenan Allen, 3 years, 52 mil, and he takes it. So that was a pretty good workaround there. We survived again, another off season. Ooh, Donald Parham got star dev. Unfortunately, we can't afford him, but it's still interesting. Maybe we can. I mean, I doubt he would take this, but what if we go team friendly? Yeah, there's no way he takes this, but 4 years, 19 mil? No, okay. Understandable. I guess we'll pick up the 5th year for Zion Johnson, and Cameron Dicker the kicker will sign 5 years, 19 mils. So that, just kidding, he doesn't take it. Didn't he do that last year? It said he was interested and he just rejected us. Whatever, fine. You don't want to be a team player, we won't bring you back. But let's get into the offseason, and guess we'll just have to get straight to the draft. But hey, maybe that's for the best. We did really well in the draft last year. Oh yeah, and also Dan Henley got superstar devs, so that's huge. We'll take that. Still only up to a 76 somehow. I have the middle linebacker XP sliders really high, and they still don't develop, even if they play well. But in the draft, we're definitely going to look for a right tackle, a tight end, maybe a defensive tackle, and a corner. We'll see what we can do. But in the draft, we pick at number 29. The Bears have the number 1 pick. And let's see, there are a few players at positions of need for us. Let's see if they're actually good. Mitch Hahn looks okay. I don't know if he's worth taking here, though. Ooh, Marquise Gray. He looks better. We might go with him. There is also a tight end I want. Let's see if he actually looks good, or if he's still even here. He might not be. Oh, okay. I don't know what we're going to do at tight end. There were 2 first-round talent tight ends, and other than those 2, there's nothing. Enrique Francisco, which is a hell of a name. He could be good. I have no idea. He's not that fast. We might as well take a chance on him later, though. I think we'll go with Marquise Gray. We would play him at right tackle. He looks pretty good. I'm surprised he doesn't have great strength. I mean, I guess. That is pretty great strength, though. Does have great speed. Again, I'm almost surprised it's not elite, but his ratings look good from what I can tell, so let's take him. Hidden Dev, 88 strength, really good jumping for some reason, good speed, good excel. He looks like a pretty good right tackle. We'll see. He'll probably only be like a 73 or something, but that's a lot better than what we have. And now let's see. Do we want to... it's still a little early for Francisco. Let's see if there's a good corner or defensive tackle. There were some really good looking defensive tackles, by the way. They're not really nose tackles, but Dave Northrup out of Michigan looks very good. His awareness isn't that good, but everything else looks good. Even Antoine Skandrick looks good. Greg Armstead. Ooh. We might have to take him. This is the one I was looking at. He's insane. Even Anthony Williams, he's more of a nose tackle type, but at this point, I think we should just go with the best looking one. Even Trey Chamblin looks really good. All of these guys look good. There isn't really a way to go wrong here. I mean, I guess if we don't get a dev trait, but let's go with Greg Armstead out of LSU. He looks very good. Hidden Dev, 90 strength, 77 speed, 82 excel. He looks about 55 years old, but we will take it. They really need to remove those faces from, like, draft classes. Like, who in the draft has ever looked like that? Maybe in, like, 1950 where 20-year-olds looked like 60-year-olds or something? I don't know. And now let's see. There were some good-looking corners. Mitch Flowers. Good speed. I'm surprised that's not great. A-man, B-zone, potentially A-press. Maybe not, but could be. He looks really good. There's a good chance he only has normal dev, but I don't really care. He looks like a good player. So let's go with Mitch Flowers out of Florida. And yeah, only normal dev, but his ratings were insane, so that sounds good. Now let's see, for the last pick, is the tight end still available? No, unfortunately not. But with that, I will see y'all for the draft recap. Bro, I don't know why the refs always suck so much ass in Seahawks games specifically. Eagles fans are fucking crying though. I think they're forgetting about the like 15 false starts on one drive, all the missed holds, the DPI that held Tyler Lockett up that looked like a massive overthrow from Drew Lock when he really got held. Shit, what else can I think of? I don't know, but there are a lot of Eagles fans acting like they got cheated because one defensive pass interference from Julian Love that led to a pick. Oh yeah, there was the Noah Fant where he like turned around to see what the play was and they called it false start. That was fun. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying the defensive pass interference wasn't bad, but the Eagles can't act like they got cheated. In fact, I feel like the Seahawks had a lot more bullshit called on them. I guess that's why they say cry Eagles cry, I guess. I don't know. People are also mad that, you know, AJ Brown shoved a staffer on the Seahawks sideline. They're asking for him, the staffer, to get suspended. My brother in Christ, that is Joey Hunt, a player. That is a practice squad guy. They are supposed to be on the field, unlike the Eagles guy that got suspended. Anyways, we did very well well in the draft. I mean, I thought these guys would be a higher overall, to be fair. I thought Gray would be a 73. I thought Armstead would be like a 75, and I thought Flowers would be like a 78. But this must have just been a terrible draft class again, is my guess. Yeah, it wasn't terrible. Okay, I'm just surprised these guys were the overalls they were. There's one of the tight ends I wanted, but he went top 10. Damn. Rick Gordon to the Rams. Where was the other tight end? Okay, damn, there were some good ones actually. Deontay Shelby, Trevor Barwin. I didn't even see either of them. Enrique Francisco was a 73. Where's the other tight end? There was one other first round guy. Oh, there. Oh, okay. I wish we got him. Doug Thomas, an 80 overall. Damn. All right, well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, we definitely had a good draft either way, and let's get into year number 3. I didn't realize, hold on, before we get into this, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a ramble moment. I didn't realize how bad Madden rosters currently are. If you don't know, I make my own custom rosters with player ratings. How I do it is I like update ratings based on how I feel like they're playing every like month, maybe month and a half. And then I average how I think they're playing with the rating I had before so I don't upgrade players too quick. But why I was saying Madden rosters suck is because Madden has Kyron Williams at a 70. He's playing like I would say like an 85 in real life, just if we want to talk Madden terms. I have him at like an 80 though. He's up to an 80. Well, maybe I have him lower. I think I have him at like a 79 or 8, but that's still a hell of a lot better than a 70. It looks like he's up to an 81 here though, but I didn't know Madden ratings were that bad. That is interesting. I saw a post on Instagram like, which players deserve a boost? And it was him, Devin Singletary, who they only have at a 78, Rashad White, who they have at a 79. I think that's higher than I have him. They have some interesting ratings. I don't know what they go off of, honestly. But anyways, here is a look at the team heading into year 3 of the rebuild, and we are looking good. 84 overall, again, with a lot of younger players. 2 rookies on offense in Gray and German. You know, Marquise Gray was a first-round pick, so hopefully he can be pretty good. We'll see. Did get mentored by Corey Linsley, so he's up to a 75 now. He's looking really good. And then on defense, I moved... For some reason, Vernon is the highest overall at straight-up defensive tackle, probably because he's just the best run stopper. He has really good block shed, all right, but he's only 290 pounds, so it isn't necessarily realistic to put him there, but if he's the highest overall, I'll do it. I mean, not the highest overall, but he went from like a 77 to an 80. Gatewood would drop down to an 82 if I put him there, so I don't want to do that, and Armstead, I think, stays a 74. Or no, he goes down to a 73. So yeah, Vernon was the only one who went up in overall, and he went up a decent amount. And we don't really have any holes on this team anymore. I mean, everything looks good. The only one I would consider a hole is tight end, maybe, but you know, Nick German has a dev trait. He's a scheme fit, so he should develop pretty quickly. And if he doesn't, if he only has like star and he only goes up to like a 74 or something, we can just sign a tight end or something. So I'm feeling good about this team, so it's gonna be a travesty when we go 6-11 this year. I can't wait. There's always one really bad year, one really disappointing year in Madden rebuilds, but hopefully that just doesn't happen. Let's get to the midseason point. All right, well, as I expected, this is our down year. We are 2-4. Our offense is terrible this year. We have the 29th ranked offense. Awesome. I love having an 87 overall offense and having it be one of the worst. While the Jags have the number 6 offense at an 81 overall. Cool. I love this game so much. What is this? What do I do here? I mean, if I switch to the Jags offense, I know that's not going to be any better. We really have almost one of the best teams in the league. We're an 85, and it's like I'd say top 5. There are a lot of other 85s, but there are only like 2 teams that are a higher overall. A skill issue, I guess. I guess I should rebuild the team better. My fault. I don't know. I don't want to change the offensive playbook, though, because it's been pretty good every other year. I love this game, man. It's so good. But we have some players to re-sign here. Some pretty important ones. That is Joey Bosa, Rashawn Slater. Jamari Salyer hasn't really developed. And other than that, it's mostly just backups. There is also Corey Linsley, though. But Joey Bosa, 3 years, 69 mil. Nice. He takes it. Rashawn Slater, I mean, we're going to re-sign him regardless because he's a good player, but he's playing better this year. He's been terrible every other year, though. 3 years, 68 mil, almost 69 mil, and he doesn't take it yet. Okay, cool. And then that's all we can do. Okay, this rebuild isn't going as well as I thought it would, but we're getting there, okay? We're slowly progressing. I don't even know if I can say that because the simulation gods hate us. We're 2-4. Let's see how close my prediction of 6-11 was. Do I know this game too well? Let's get to the end of the year and we will see what happens. But here we are at the end of year number 3, and surprisingly, if you've seen one of my videos before, y'all know why we're here. I didn't think we would be here, but if you haven't already, be sure to drop a like and be sure to subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, I mean, if you're enjoying so far, this is what all my videos are like, so you're definitely gonna like all the rest of them, I would hope. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Probably. Just be sure to subscribe. You'll be an OG for whenever we hit 10 million subscribers in the future, I'm sure. And be sure to drop a like. It helps out the video, helps out the channel. 1,500 likes? Is that what I set the goal to? I think so. Yeah. Which, thank you for all the, like goals lately. I appreciate all of you. But yeah, this is how the team is looking. Unfortunately, though, we didn't hit any dev traits better than star. Gray has star, German has star, and Armstead has star. So that's unlucky. I guess that's better than normal, but it also could have been 3 X factors for all I knew. But I mean, I guess it couldn't have been because Gray's a tackle and sometimes linemen have X factor in draft classes for some reason. I don't know. Anyways, in year number 3, we finished 10-7 and somehow made the playoffs. I don't know how. Our offense did end up being good, thankfully. Still not many pass touchdowns, only 24 touchdowns from Justin Herbert. Maybe this is crazy, but I might still switch the offensive playbook. Even though it finished pretty good, I did not like the first half of the year at all. And we're just not getting that many pass touchdowns. So we might be lame and go Chiefs, but it's like the one consistently works when I use it. I thought it said 24 touchdown passes. Am I stupid? Hold on. Probably. Oh, we were 24th. We had 25. I see. I understand. So yeah, Justin Herbert, 3,900 yards, 25 touchdowns, 4 picks. I mean, that's like a fine season. I want more passing touchdowns from him, though. Austin Eckler, almost 1,400 yards, 4.2 per carry, 15 touchdowns. He was very good again. Keenan Allen with 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. Mike Williams, almost 1,000 yards, only 2 touchdowns, though. Even Quentin Johnston, over 900 yards, 6 touchdowns. Nice. And Nick German, 600 yards as a rookie. He was decent. The blocking, once again, wasn't very good, but it was, I mean, as a whole, it was decent, but Slater wasn't very good. Lindsley wasn't very good. Sawyer was pretty bad. 5 sacks allowed from right guard. Interesting. Oh, I thought my game froze up there. That was cool. Oh, what is happening? Why is it, like, shifting? I don't know. That might not be showing up on the recording, but that was weird. It, like, shifted position. Maybe it did. I don't know. But Dayan Henley, 144 tackles, led the team. That is a lot. Tackles for loss, 23 for Gatewood, 16 for Mack, 14 for Bosa. And sacks, 10.5 for Gatewood, 9.5 for Mack, 9 for Bosa. Okay, so I guess this was our down year. Usually when you have a down year, just all the numbers are, like, lower, especially sack numbers. Almost makes me feel like it's coded into the game or something. I don't know. Because whenever we do have a down season, which this didn't even end up being a down season, it just started out as one. But when you do, the sack numbers on defense are, like, dramatically lower than the last year. I mean, it was still good. That's still, like, 30 total sacks between 3 players almost. But, last year it was, like, 50 total sacks between these 3 players. I don't know. It's just something interesting to think about. But interceptions, ooh, we did not have many. 2 for Henley, and then 1 for a few players. Henley was really good. He could be up there for Defensive Player of the Year. I know I said that last year, but this year he was better. But MVP, of course, goes to division rival Patrick Mahomes. Is that his first MVP? It was what? Lamar for last year, and don't remember the first one. I recorded that last night. I don't know. Either way, there's Mac Jones on the Colts up here. That's fun. Justin Herbert up there at number 8, though. We'll take that. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Mahomes. No Chargers, right? No. Defensive Player of the Year goes to TJ Watt. Gatewood at number 4. He's been really good. Henley at number 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Chris McCollum for the Browns. Nick German at number 6. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jason Nance for the Raiders. Greg Armstead at 3. Mitch Flowers at 8. So no award wins, but we still did pretty well. Also, old-ass Marcus Peters on the Steelers wins Defensive Player, or Best DB. That's something. But we are going to be taking on the team that took us out of the playoffs last year No, they won the Super Bowl, right? Yeah, they won the Super Bowl. So the Super Bowl winner from last year, the Baltimore Ravens. They don't have that good of a defense. And they're obviously a running offense here still. And we have a really good run defense. So this could be a pretty good matchup for us, or they'll just destroy us. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, we smoke them 31-7. All right, I don't know if that's fair, but we'll take it. And now we're going to be taking on the Patriots in the divisional. Who is their QB? They're not even that good of a roster. They're an 83 to our 86, but they won 2 more games than us, so that's fun. Who's their QB? Oh, they got Tua. Interesting. He was pretty good too. Damn, he's crazy in simulation now. He used to be awful, but now he's really good, especially that first year with the Dolphins. They also got Nick Chubb. How are they only an 83? All right, well, I don't know if we're gonna win this game. They have the better running back, it seems like, so let's see what happens. Just kidding, we do. 24-21, we beat the Patriots. And we have a playoff rival scenario here because we are gonna be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in the conference championship once again. But we will go, I don't know what really helps us more, hard-hitting brawl. Sure, why not? Does the same for both teams, so it doesn't really matter. But we are both an 86 overall, so I won't be too disappointed if we don't win this game, although I kind of feel like we should to make up with the bullshit we've dealt with so far. But we deal with some bullshit in every rebuild, so I don't know. It's not anything new. But let's simulate this game against the Chiefs, and we will see if we somehow move on to the Super Bowl. My guess is no. Just kidding, we do. All I need to say is, you know, something's not going to happen, and it'll happen. The game loves to disprove me. But we have a decent amount of upgrades. A few rookies. Well, I guess Woody isn't a rookie anymore, but German and Armstead. Pretty good upgrades there. We'll take it. All younger players. And we are going to be taking on the Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl. We have a playoff rivals recap. I never remember what this gives. Is it just like staff points or is it XP? I think it's like ratings boosts and XP, right? Yeah, +5 hit power. Oh, +5 staff points. All right, I wish it was XP, but I guess we'll take that. But like I said, we are going to be taking on the Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl. Oh, this is going to be tragic when we lose this one. They're only an 81 overall, but they're in the Super Bowl. Something I was happy about is I was seeing the Panthers dominate a lot less in Madden Simulation lately, but they're back here. So that's fun. But for the Super Bowl Media Day, I mean, I guess this is just the beginning, but if we win this one, we could just go out here. I don't know. We will probably lose this one. I very much feel like we're going to because the Panthers usually are broken in this game as long as they have an okay overall. But let's jump in here. We'll watch this simulate and let's probably lose. I love how long this takes to load. Damn, I had time to watch a whole, like, YouTube video essay or something there. Also, I hate this announcer. It is so much louder than anything else on my PC. I'm muting it. Ooh, it's not letting me. Why? Oh, my whole PC. Nothing lags my PC like Madden does, I swear. But let's jump to the end of the game, and let's probably lose. The Panthers go up early 3-0. We are driving, and we get a touchdown to make it 7-3. The Panthers drive and get a touchdown too, but so do we. We make it 14-10. This is just a game of no defense, and they make it 24-15, 31-14. That's going to be hard to come back from. We get a field goal. We get a touchdown. We're within 1 now, and we just cannot stay on the field on offense. It looks like we get another turnover, and we lose to a team that is 5 overall worse than us in the Super Bowl. I love how overall just doesn't matter in this game. It's great. But for re-signings, we definitely want some of these players back. I want Corey Linsley back too, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get him back. I guess we might even have to go player friendly for Rashawn Slater because he was being a little bit of a bitch. Now we'll try neutral, but 4 years, 98 mil, and he does take it. Okay, cool. Jamari Sawyer, I'm good. He was kind of bad. And Corey Linsley, it said we had like 14 mil, but now we have -8, so I don't understand. I mean, I know I re-signed Rashawn Slater, but I thought that was taking the offer I already submitted into account. I've noticed that weird thing happen in the last rebuild too, in the 10-year one I did. Yet another weird glitch in this game, just what it needed. That puts the cherry on top, baby. Damn, our receiving core is really regressing. I mean, I don't know what I expected, but it is. The top 2 guys at least. Ooh, Malik Gatewood got Superstar Dev. We will take that. Or X Factor, I mean, not Superstar. I don't think abilities do anything in simulation, but we'll go Fearmonger. Wasn't that a good one? Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to remember what little knowledge I have of Mutt from like a few years ago. Ooh, Dan Henley also got Superstar X Factor. Still only up to a 79 somehow. I have the XP sliders very high. Maybe I should have them at like 200% or something. I genuinely might for middle linebacker for the next rebuild I do, because they just don't develop. I mean, he was up there for Defensive Player of the Year, but I feel like I just freed up a ton of money. Let's see if we can re-sign Corey Linsley. Do we even want him back though? He hasn't been great. Also, I was gonna ask this earlier. For future rebuilds, do you want me to just try to build the highest overall team or the team that I think will play play the best in simulation, because those are two very different things, as we all know. So, like, if I just wanted to build the highest overall team, I would just re-sign Corey Linsley here, but because he definitely hasn't been great, I still might re-sign him, but we'll let him test, and we very well could bring him back, but we'll see. So let's get into free agency, and let's see if there are any players we can get. We really haven't had that much money throughout this rebuild, though. That's kind of been the problem of this. Ooh, okay, Micah Parsons is here. We definitely don't need him, and we also can't afford him anyways, so whatever. Who do I want, though? We have the money to add one player, or a couple if we go for like two whatever players. Who do I want? There isn't really anyone that would help the team that much. All right, well, we're gonna try to bring back Corey Linsley, and we're also gonna try to bring in Evan Ingram. I mean, our tight end as a rookie was pretty good, but I mean, this is just an upgrade of like 6 overall, and like I predicted for that tight end, by the end of the year, he was a star dev and exactly a 74 overall. I'm starting to understand this game way too well. I don't know why, but yeah, we'll try to bring him in just because it's an upgrade. I mean, I set tight end as our focus position, so that kind of, you know, defeats the purpose of that, but we'll just find something else to draft. And then Martin Emerson, just to be a good fourth corner. There isn't really anything else we need to upgrade. I mean, instead of him, I guess I could go for... Nah, Tyran's too expensive. I can't even go for him if I wanted to. But let's see if we can sign these 4 players. All 3, or that's 3, that's not 4, but all 3 of them do sign, so we will take it. And let's get to the draft. The team should be looking really good now, though. But here in the draft, we of course pick at number 31. I mean, at least we made a Super Bowl in this rebuild. That's really all I can ask for. But are there any good players left with our pick? Probably not, but we will see. So I definitely want a right guard. Is there a good one? Ralph Alexander looks good. He's not a scheme fit, but he looks good. Ooh, Cedric Poe. I mean, he's not supposed to go until the 3rd. We would definitely want to take him with the next pick, though. I don't know. There just isn't a lot for us to draft. We're kind of good. Let me just make sure there's like nothing I'm forgetting. Maybe there's a really good tight end. I don't know. We don't really need tight end at all anymore, though. And on defense, I guess maybe a linebacker and maybe a safety, but it would be hard to find someone higher than an 81 overall, especially because I don't have safety focus scouted at all. I don't have any of them scouted. None of them look great from what I can tell either, unless Dominic Brown is really athletic. Ooh, okay, never mind. Wait, Dominic Brown might be good. We would have to take him here, but that's fine. I don't really see anyone else I would want. The tight ends do look good. James Cox is pretty good. So is Justin Hancock. Lots of Cox up here. We got a zesty tight end class or something. I don't know. We'll take the safety. I think we only have like 2 safeties on the roster, so I guess we're taking depth in the first round, but Dominic Brown out of South Carolina. Show me normal dev. Okay, no, he has hidden, thankfully. 93 speed. That's like his only good athletic rating. I mean, 70 strength is decent for someone who's only 5'9", but we'll take it. He might be really good. We'll see. And now in the 2nd round, let's go with the right guard, Cedric Poe out of Clemson. Look good. 41 bench reps, elite strength, elite acceleration, and agility too. Sure. I mean, he doesn't have very good power, which doesn't make sense, but hey, let's take him. Hidden dev, 96 strength. Damn. I honestly thought that was only going to be like a 92 or something stupid, but nah, that's about right. We'll take 96 strength. That sounds good. But honestly, unless there's like a really good looking tight end or corner or something, I think I'll just simulate the rest of this out. All right, well, with the last pick, let's just take a chance on Jeff Upshaw, I guess. He looks okay. Good strength, good speed, good ratings overall. The pursuit isn't great, but I like the zone coverage. I don't think he's anything special, but I think he's decent, so let's take him. Only normal dev. You hate to see it. Let's simulate the rest of this out. Okay, well, this was, I think, our best draft so far by a decent amount. Dominic Brown is the tied for the 4th best player in the class at an 80 overall. That was a good pick. I kind of had that feeling. I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, he is very good. He's a really good run defender too. 90 hit power, 84 pursuit, 74 tackle is pretty good for a safety. He's a nice player. He'll play free safety for us, obviously, and I think we'll start him over Alohi Gilman, unfortunately. And then Cedric Poe, a 77 overall in almost the 3rd round, like the very end of the 2nd. That sounds good. Even Jeff Upshaw was a pretty good value pick, 73 overall in the 3rd round. I wish he had a dev trait, of course, but he looks decent. And then Michael Mitchell. I was going to take a receiver. I forgot to, but I'm glad the CPU did. He doesn't look like anything special, but 73 overall for the 2nd to last pick in the 4th round is good value. And then I don't know what the CPU did for the rest of the picks, but hey, at least they picked one good player. We'll take it. So now let's get into the 4th and probably final year of the rebuild, and let's see what the team is looking like. But here's a look at the team heading into the 4th and final year of the rebuild. I hope y'all have enjoyed this one so far. It's been fun. And I know I've said this a million times, but this is a pretty good team on paper. We really don't have any issues at all. We got lots of dev traits on defense, 4 X factors. That's pretty nice. 2 superstars. On offense, a couple X factors, 3 superstars. Hopefully a good dev trait from Poe. I guess we'll see. I mean, he hasn't really developed in the preseason at all yet, so it's probably just star, but I guess you never know. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I did what I set out to do. We, changed the right side of our O-line, got a new tight end in here, made the corner group a little better. Asante Samuel didn't develop as much as I thought he would, but he still looks, pretty good. We definitely fixed the D-line. The D-line is great now. So I'm feeling good about this team. It's looking nice, so it's going to be really disappointing when we go, 7-10 and miss the playoffs. That's going to be awesome. But no, we might have a chance. Although the preseason doesn't look promising. We had the 29th offense, but hey, it's just preseason. So let's get to the midseason point of year number 4. Or no, we'll just get straight to the end of the year. I always forget that's how we do the final year. So let's get straight to the end of the year and we will see what happens. Hopefully we're decent. Not just decent, hopefully we're in the playoffs. Okay, well, once again, before I reveal how we did in year number 4, if you haven't already, for some reason, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Again, helps out the channel. I would very much appreciate it, and it'll help you see more of these rebuilds. Maybe you don't even realize that's not English. Maybe you don't even realize you aren't subscribed. I don't know. I see a surprising amount of people say like, oh, I didn't even know I was not subscribed yet, so be sure to check, I guess. Maybe you think you are. And of course, like I always say, expect more big things coming up soon. I got a lot of fun rebuilds planned, but also I'm always open to more, so let me know if you have any fun rebuild ideas. I'll give you a shout out if I pick your comment. Y'all know the deal. But here's a look at the team. We are in 88 overall, and actually, Dominic Brown was an amazing pick. He's up to an 85 overall with X Factor as a rookie. I wish we had him for longer. I wish we could have had him at the start of the rebuild, because this could be like one of the best safety duos of all time with Derwin and Dominic Brown. And Cedric Poe has superstar dev like I predicted, so that's huge. I mean, I guess it's not going to matter for the rest of the rebuild. Well, I guess it could. He definitely will develop quicker throughout the playoffs. But in year number 4, we finish 15-2. I always forget what year it is when it's like the final year of the rebuild, but we were amazing this year. Were we the best team in the league? Let me see. We were at 15-2. We're coming off of a 52-13 win against the Rams, so we definitely own LA. We'll say that. Let's see. I want to check our team overall, though, where it ranks against the league. I would bet that we're tied for the highest overall. So we're in 88, the 49ers are in 87, the Eagles are in 87, the Cowboys are in 87, and the Chiefs are in 87, so we are the best roster in the league. The Steelers are also in 87, that's interesting. But yeah, we are the best team in the league by 1 overall, so we'll take it. We deserve to be 15-2 and the best record in the league. I don't know if that's ever happened in a rebuild, where we've been the best roster and had the best record. That might genuinely be a first. But let's check out our season stats real quick. Justin Herbert with a very good year, 4,000 yards, 37 touchdowns, only 6 picks, really good completion percentage. He was amazing. He's playing up to a 99 with morale. Austin Eckler, not as good as his last couple years, but still good. 1,200 yards, 4 per carry, which isn't amazing, but it's fine. 11 touchdowns and 17 touchdowns from Kyron Williams. That's something. He was definitely a touchdown vulture. But 1,100 yards from Keenan Allen, 11 touchdowns for him. 11-11, white girls shaking right now. Almost 1,000 yards for Mike Williams, only 3 touchdowns though. Evan Ingram, 800 yards, 11 touchdowns. He was really good. Quentin Johnston didn't do much, but he's been fine throughout the rebuild. The blocking was really good. That's our best blocking season so far. I would say our worst lineman is Cedric Poe, which that's unfortunate, but oh well. Ooh, and on defense. All right. Dan Henley led the team with 113 tackles. Tackles for loss, 15 for Mack, 12 for Gatewood, 10 for Armstead, and sacks, 20 for Malik Gatewood. What a player he's been. What a pick that was. Good Lord, he's genuinely on pace to be like the best defensive player of all time. He's averaging like 15 sacks a season. That's insane. Yeah, what a pick he was. And I was disappointed by his overall in dev trade as a rookie, but he's just played so well that it doesn't matter. And then Khalil Mack with 14.5 sacks, 12 for Joey Bosa. What a pass rush that was. And interceptions, 5 for Dominic Brown. Damn, we killed the drafts in this rebuild. Only 3 pass deflections, surprisingly, but we'll take the picks. Then 3 interceptions receptions for Henley, 2 for James and Samuel, and then 1 for 3 players. So this was a very good team, clearly. And MVP goes to Dak Prescott. Justin Herbert all the way down at number 7 somehow. The Jags got Anthony Richardson. The Texans got Trevor Lawrence. So they just did a big switch with all their QBs. So is CJ Stroud on the Colts or something? Or I don't know. Maybe. He genuinely could be, unless they just signed Trevor Lawrence and now have 2 QBs. That's something the CPU would do. They're probably paying 2 QBs. I love this game. And then Offensive Player of the Year goes to Lamar Jackson. No Chargers. Defensive Player of the Year, of course, goes to Malik Gatewood. Khalil Mack at number 2. This defense has been crazy. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Lionel Talley for the Ravens. That's a name. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Bryce Duncan for the Browns. Dominic Brown all the way down at 3. I thought he would win that, honestly. But yeah, that was a very good season. One of the best rebuild seasons I feel like we've ever had in a realistic rebuild. So maybe the Chargers playbooks are something special. That's going to be funny to hear in a few seconds once we get destroyed by the first playoff team we play. But who are we going to be facing in the playoffs? Oh, it's the Chiefs. All right. That's not ideal. I mean, this is winnable, I think. They had the best offense in the league and they had an all right defense. That's about the Chiefs. That's about right. When Mahomes actually has like NFL caliber receivers to throw to, other than Rashee Rice. But hey, we had the best defense in the league. So I don't know. And our offense was a lot better than their defense. So we should win this game. We have the better record. We have the better overall. We're at home. It looks like we performed better overall. But we have a playoff rival scenario here before we probably lose. I'm such an optimistic person. I almost dropped my controller and I hit my mic. Sorry about that. We will go hard hitting brawl, +5 hit power. I'm sorry for abusing y'all like that, but hot opponent. I mean, I would argue we're the hotter opponent. Oh, I didn't mean to pick insult opponent. Ooh, that gave them +5 extra stats. If we lose this game, it's not my fault, even though it might be. But no, we should still have the better overall team. Let's just see what happens. Overall doesn't matter anyways. It's all playbooks. So let's see what happens. All right. We lose with the better team at home with the better record. That is Madden NFL 24 for y'all, if you haven't played it, which I envy you heavily. But hey, either way, we literally built the best roster in the league, and that is all I can do. And we did it maybe too realistically. We didn't do like a single trade, but hey, I don't need trades. Mikey McDingle don't need trades. He's the greatest coach of all time. What can I say? But I really hope y'all enjoyed today's video. This was a fun one. You know, this team was more expensive than I expected, so it wasn't technically as good of a team as I expected, but it was still, again, the best roster in the league. So I hope y'all enjoyed. But again, if you did and you haven't for some reason already, be sure to drop a like. Be sure to subscribe. Again, 1,500 likes for a special rebuild that I may or may not have planned yet. I don't know. And of course, let me know any fun rebuild ideas y'all have down below. But with that, on screen now is probably a video that YouTube thinks you will enjoy. And I will see y'all again in the next video. Goodbye.